Welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about something almost every business struggles with at some point: social media. You open Instagram, maybe LinkedIn, maybe TikTok, ready to post for your business, and then suddenly you think, what am I even supposed to say today? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. For a lot of brands, social media becomes random posting, inconsistent engagement, and eventually, silence. And that's exactly why social media management matters more than ever. Think about a small cafe. One week they post every single day, the next week, nothing. Then maybe a blurry photo of a coffee cup 3 weeks later. Customers forget about them. New people never discover them. Now compare that to another cafe that posts consistently, replies to comments, shares behind the scenes moments, highlights customers, and keeps the conversation going. That business feels alive. It feels trustworthy. It feels worth visiting. That difference is strategy. And that's what good social media management actually does. A lot of people think social media management just means posting pretty pictures, but it's much bigger than that. It's planning content, posting at the right time, tracking what works, replying to comments and messages, and building relationships with your audience. Think of it like running a digital storefront. Everything needs to look good, feel welcoming, and stay active. Take a small clothing brand as an example. At first, they posted whenever they had time. Some posts did okay. Most got ignored. Then they shifted to a real strategy. They planned weekly content, shared styling tips, replied to every comment, and tracked which posts performed best. A few months later, more followers, more website traffic, more sales. And here's the important part. The product didn't change, the strategy did, and businesses today can't really afford to treat social media casually anymore. More than 5 billion people use social media worldwide, and the average person spends over 2 hours a day on these platforms. That's a massive opportunity, but it also means competition is everywhere, which is why consistency matters so much, because when social media is poorly managed, the damage builds slowly. At first, you might not notice it, but over time, it affects how people see your brand. Let's talk about what happens when there's no real strategy. First, inconsistent branding. Imagine a skincare brand posting bright, playful content one week, then dark, serious posts the next, and disappearing for days after that. People get confused. They stop understanding what the brand stands for. And consistency matters. Brands with consistent branding tend to build stronger recognition and better trust. Second, poor engagement. A restaurant posts beautiful food photos, but never replies to comments asking about hours, reservations, or delivery. Eventually, customers stop interacting. Because social media isn't just broadcasting, it's conversation. And third, missed sales opportunities. Someone messages your business asking about pricing, sizes, or availability, and nobody responds. That's a lost customer. Every comment and message is a potential sale. And businesses that respond quickly almost always create better customer experiences. So what actually works in 2026? The brands growing right now are usually doing 3 things really well. First, content pillars. Think of these as your brand's core categories. Maybe you educate, maybe you entertain, maybe you inspire. For example, a fitness coach might rotate between workout tips, funny gym moments, and client success stories. That structure keeps content consistent and easier to plan, and your audience starts knowing what to expect from you. Second, platform-specific content. What works on Instagram probably won't work on LinkedIn. A real estate agent might post quick home tours on Instagram, but share market insights and professional advice on LinkedIn. Every platform has different user behavior. Smart brands adjust instead of posting the exact same thing everywhere. Third, data-driven decisions. This one is huge. Imagine posting every day, but never checking which posts actually perform best. That's like driving with your eyes closed. The strongest brands study the data. They track clicks, engagement, saves, shares, and conversions. Then they double down on what's working. That's how growth becomes predictable instead of random. At the end of the day, successful social media isn't about posting more. It's about posting with purpose. Consistency builds trust. Strategy builds momentum. And engagement builds relationships that eventually turn into customers. If your business feels stuck online, the answer usually isn't post more. It's post smarter. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.